good morning, everyone. How are you this morning? I hope this finds you well, and I hope your detoxes are going good. I know some of you are struggling, but you're all doing well. I was looking at some pictures here of some stones and something that a lady's throwing up and pooping out. A lot of orange mucus she's throwing up and moving out her bowels, and so she's really kicking it up. So amazing. Switzerland, good job. You know, all I can tell you is that you're going to see some pretty weird stuff in some of you coming out. It's amazing what builds and coagulates in the human body. Gnarly looking stuff for sure. A lot of the mucus and stuff. Go ahead and dress them over here.
Yep.
Okay, thanks. Thanks. These were emails sent to Jennifer, and this one I took a glance at the other day, and I wanted to address this. This is a lady with her husband with PKD, basically has polycystic kidneys. And he seems ready to abandon the treatment. He is still in pain, and in November was slightly better, and he does not believe that the kidney could regenerate itself. Well, Laura, I hope for your sake that your husband hangs in there. Probably going to have to keep, doing some, I don't know what his diet is or how he's been doing on it, but you can see with all the other people here that you got to really kick it up there into the fruit levels, particularly if you have multiple cysts on the kidneys or anything, ovaries, anywhere. It just shows how backed up the lymphatic system is. In terms of regenerating the kidneys, it depends how much deterioration the kidneys have. I can't remember the case and the creatinine levels to see where the kidneys would be, but you could conceivably have multiple cysts on the kidneys with very little kidney atrophy or breakdown, being the fact that the body's isolating this lymph system somewhat, creating these pockets of acid fluid. So the biggest thing is to get the kidneys to filter, again, the adrenal, and that's in and of its own self, too. That's the other problem we face, is that the kidney's just a bunch of cells, too, with the two fluids. So, yeah, there's a lot to that. The adrenals, of course, are an issue with this gentleman as well, and it's just fasting would be the excellent thing for him. There is regeneration at every level. There isn't, you're done and you can't rebuild. I mean, when you're talking about a very few people on the planet that's so advanced it's even hard for this level to get, that soul was meant to go on to another journey because there's no getting them. And so have fun, you dropping a body and getting another one. But in a situation like this where it's kidneys, oh, good. Thanks, Drew. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Thanks, my friend. But you just don't want to give up. I mean, the alternative is not better. The alternative to going down this road is generally medical, because this is the highest road in natural health. And certainly if we can't get you, then certainly the alternative would be alternative medicine. And alternative medicine is allopathic medicine. They just tried to pull a slick one on us, and it's worked up till now. But people are getting too smart now, especially you guys, to realize that we're if anything conventional. If anything, I like the word traditional, because naturopathic herbology, fasting, raw foods, traditional. This goes back You start looking in Jesus' time and reading about the Essenes and the agnostics, and you start going back and studying, you'll see raw foods, you'll see fasting, you'll see the use of botanicals in Indian literature, China's long recorded history, 5,000 years or more. So, you know, when someone comes up and their chest is out and they say, you know, we're the best, we're the ones, we're traditional, or we're the number one medicine, and you guys are alternative, that makes me want to throw up. That these guys need a swift kick in the hiney for that sort of thinking. No one was doing it to them, but now we're going to give them all a quick little swift kick in the hiney, because we got to quit killing people over the sake of medicine, because the word medicine is tarnished with so many deaths and so much suffering that it needs to be buried or something, because this isn't the appropriate way to get well, and it's not a God way, it's not the nature's way, it's not the universe's way. It is some radical, dark agey way of dealing with this, and we talked a great deal about that, and especially in reflect on most cancers. This is a barbaric treatment, so I see where people are here, but your husband, Laura, should not give up with polycystic kidney problems or anything like that. Yeah, there's some work at it, but I'd suggest doing some fasting, some juice fasting, and really work on it and keep working with the kidney formulas and stuff. Some of the herbal formulas for the kidneys could cause a little discomfort because they're going to be a little drawing and pulling a little bit. So yeah, I would never give up, but it's up to you, you know, your husband. But I can understand. A lot of people don't understand the chronicness of where we're at in our health issues, or I wouldn't be so forceful, if you will, with what's going on. We're at the door where we can't continue. You know, people do the same thing over and over and over and over, bad habits over and over, until that bad habit creates some very serious issues. And that's what we've got going now. We've reached a point where humans cannot continue down using the path of medicine. Very tarnished path of a lot of nasty stuff, and it just can't keep going. We're at a new age of love and beauty, and you see it dawning in all these countries, and people fighting their dictators. And even in this country, we have a dictator. We have a president who is a dictator. We have a Congress who is dictators. These guys don't care about truth or law or anything like that. Are you kidding? I mean, it's out. There's a few of the new guys, the Tea Partiers that are really good people. I like Ron Paul's son. I think he should be up there, and I think he'd have a good chance of getting president, and he would definitely beat the current dictator. I'm going to show you some Christmas cards I got. Is that beautiful? I adore you guys. This is beautiful. Here's another beautiful Christmas card. You've all sent in your Christmas cards and goodies, and I thank you. This is a beautiful, beautiful. Let me see who this is from. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. I love you too, Angel. And this is a beautiful one. This is from Tina. Beautiful stuff. We honor all of you guys out there, and we love you guys too. We make a good family. This is Helene. Thank you for this. And your questions. She's got 16 teeth with mercury fillings, 2 root canals since 15 to 20 years, 1 filling left, and teeth 1.5 years ago. So far, I didn't find an affordable, safe, and trustable dentist. Well, there's some out there, and you just have to find someone that'll remove them. They're going to red bag it anyway. They're going to use your little protection. I've had mine out with any of that protection. My dentistry's really good. I figure, by now, forget it. You already got the mercury. So get them pulled out. Clean your lymph system. If your lymph system isn't moving, you're going to carry that mercury in the head area for all your life. And it's going to continue to create inflammation. But get your lymph moving. That's how you clean your body, is the lymph system, not the blood. So get your lymph system moving, and you'll clean all this out, and everybody will be good again. Don't over freak out on stuff like that. Many of us have played with mercury in our fingers. So I would just get it out, forget about it, and go on. And you do it the cheapest way you can. Better out than in. And if you got residues, which you're already going to have residues, honey, then just keep detoxifying yourself. Heavy green drinks and stuff like that. I think another question you might have had here, one of you said that I never speak about sprouts. Well, as you guys, I've been through a lot of phases in the earlier years. I grew my own sprouts for years. I've done all kinds of things. I burned out on the honey syndromes. I mean, I went through a lot of different syndromes, and I'm definitely for sprouts. Alfalfa is my favorite. Everybody's into all kinds of fenugreek and all that. Never really tried fenugreek sprouts. Love fenugreek, though. Breaks up hardened mucus in the body. Definitely love fenugreek. But I don't mind sprouts at all. Victor's a sproutitarian, if you want to use that word, but still vegetable matter. I'm really a fruit, berry, and melon man, and no, I don't eat exclusively. You can kind of get an indication here, sweetheart, but I'm not on a 100% fruit diet, and I don't plan to be for a while. Would I love to be there? In Costa Rica, yeah. Somewhere where I don't sit there and starve looking at grocery store food. Right now we have a pathetic situation. I see it in your case. I see it in a lot of cases where we have a pathetic time right now of getting good fruits and stuff. And so you do the best you can. Definitely. Some of the questions this lady had was, today I started to buy grape juices, and after over a liter, a quart of grape juices, I started to feel what you mean by how strong it is. However, this is pasteurized. Try the unpasteurized dark black seeded grape juice, fresh squeezed. Try that one on. Pasteurized and very expensive. What was interesting and what I really liked about grapes was even after pasteurized, not from concentrate, you still had a fairly decent magnetic resonance from that. I can't remember what the angstroms was, but my guess is you're probably going to pick up 4,000 or 5,000 angstroms from a 12,000. Grapes are probably around 12,000 angstroms, or magnetic units of energy, if you will, that it emanates, basically. And pasteurized, it still gives off a fair amount. Most vegetables cooked, which is a lot less than pasteurization, still give off around 1,000, coming down from 9,000. So I don't know, that's how powerful I think fruits and berries are. Even cooked, they still are hanging on to life. I love it. But yeah, you asked me about going and getting imported fresh grapes as opposed to pasteurized. I think anytime you can consume unpasteurized anything, it's always better, even if there's a time factor involved or whatever to that. I really do. So how important is it to get non-pasteurized grape juice from fresh grapes imported from a few thousand miles away compared to buying possibly juice bottle in bulk? I think it's better to have your fresh juices, honey. I really do. Unless you're a week from the time it's pressed to the time you get it, I don't know, But anytime you've got raw, you've got it over pasteurized, because you've got, even though you have magnetics, you do have bonding of chemistry, and I don't know.